Lauren had lost her husband 2 years earlier, yet she had him there, right in front of her. After a mild ailment, she decided to follow him. But let's see how things went in the meantime. Let me invite you to stay in touch with us by subscribing to the channel and activating the bell. Good vision. Lauren had always wanted to spend a holiday in a California resort, but with her many work commitments and managing her 2 children, she never found the time. Mark and Ellie were 2 loving children, and they were everything to her. The 3 had a special bond. Watching them play, Lauren felt completely fulfilled. The only flaw in her happy life was the death of her husband Leo, which occurred 2 years earlier. A successful businessman, Leo often traveled for work, and that fateful day, he had greeted the family with a kiss, saying that for dinner, we were all going to eat pizza together. Those were the last words Lauren heard Leo say. Later, the policeman's call confirmed the worst. Leo had died in a tragic car accident. Despite being a careful driver, he had exceeded the speed limit that day and lost control of the vehicle. His car had overturned several times and caught fire. Even though Leo's body had been found charred, Lauren had never accepted that version of events. He never went fast. The pain of the loss did not lessen. Moreover, the children often asked for him. Lauren had to do something to ease the suffering. One day, she took extreme courage to make the whole family's dream come true by organizing a holiday in one of the best resorts in California. "So, are you ready to leave?" Lauren asked. "Of course we're ready," Mark and Ellie shouted together. The next day, they got up early, had breakfast, and went to the airport. Lauren tried to rest during the flight, but the thoughts and the lack of Leo still tormented her. However, when the plane began to descend, the excitement about the upcoming vacation outweighed the sadness. After placing her luggage at the hotel, Lauren settled the children on the beach and went to the bar to get 3 fresh lemonades. When she approached to order, the bartender looked up and greeted her. At that moment, Lauren saw something that almost made her faint. She was shocked. She backed away, stammering, "No, that's impossible. He died 2 years ago." She couldn't take his eyes off the man. He was identical to Leo. But how could it be him? It was impossible, she thought. "Daniel, prepare the order for table 30. The customers have been waiting a long time," said a waitress. Lauren was really confused. "Daniel? Well, it can't be Leo." So she went to buy a lemonade in a nearby bar and returned to her children, trying to clarify things. She had to understand more. She couldn't pretend nothing happened. But first, she had to take the children back to the hotel. "Mom, we just got here," Mark protested. "Darling, I promise we'll go again later. Now you can watch cartoons," Lauren replied, trying to sound convincing. After leaving the children at the hotel, Lauren returned to the beach. She didn't have to wait long. The man soon stopped working and began preparing to go home. Lauren had clear ideas. She decided to follow him. Leo, or rather Daniel, lived in a large house. Lauren rushed to the door and knocked. It was the moment of truth. A pregnant woman opened the door, smiling. "Good morning. If you're looking for a hotel, there's one at the end of the street," she said. "No, I came to find out the truth about my husband Leo," Lauren replied, who had now crossed the threshold of the house. The woman turned pale. Her lips trembled and her eyes filled with fear. "So that's what it was called? Leo? I call him Daniel. I like it more." And she continued, "I knew that one day you would find us, but now I am pregnant with his child, and we are a close family." "What's going on here? Leo already has 2 children and is my husband," Lauren exclaimed, visibly shaken. At that moment, Leo entered the living room and found himself in the middle of that scene. "Madison, who is this woman? What's going on?" he asked, confused. "Leo, I'm your real wife. You have 2 children, Mark and Ellie," Lauren exclaimed. Endless moments of silence followed. The 3 looked at each other without saying a word. Madison slowly retreated towards the kitchen, when suddenly, Leo, overwhelmed, collapsed on his knees, struck by an excruciating headache. The images of his past coalesced in his mind, and finally, he remembered. "My name is Leo. Yes, my name is Leo, of course," he exclaimed. Lauren rushed to him, squeezing his hands. In that moment of weakness, they lost sight of Madison, who slowly grabbed a kitchen knife. "If you don't want to be with me, you won't be with anyone," Madison shouted, throwing herself at them. Fortunately, Leo moved just in time, grabbed Madison's hand, making her fall to the ground, while Lauren called 911. Soon after, things were back on track. But what really happened? It would be kind of you to leave a like, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel to receive updates on our publications. Thank you. It was discovered that Madison suffered from a mental disorder, never treated, which had made her a sociopath. 2 years earlier, Madison picked up a hitchhiker, but she hadn't imagined he was a dangerous criminal. Once stopped at the service station, Madison attacked him and Leo intervened to protect her. The thief took Leo's car and fled at high speed. Leo chased him with the criminal's car, hoping to get his car back. Due to the high speed, the two lost control of the cars and ended up in a ditch. Leo's car caught fire, and the thief was burned to death inside. Leo was seriously injured and fell into a coma. Instead of taking Leo to hospital, Madison took him to her home, and only then called the ambulance to keep him safe. She managed to perfect a masterful identity change, lying to Leo about losing his memory in order to build a life together. But the truth, as often happens, comes out. Madison was taken to compulsory treatment, to a psychiatric clinic, and suffered a miscarriage. With the love and constant support of Lauren, Mark and Ellie, and his closest relatives, Leo gradually managed to recompose the fragments of his past life. The recovery process was long and full of challenges, but the strength of his family guided him through the darkest moments. Meanwhile, Lauren found new strength and inspiration in the resilience and unconditional love that bound her family. Mark and Ellie, witnesses of their parents' determination, grew up in an environment full of affection and understanding, learning the importance of family and mutual support. Do you believe in unconditional love? The one that allows us to overcome every challenge that destiny and life puts in front of us?